Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial we're going to learn how to draft a basic dress block pattern. So if you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button below and let's get right into the tutorial. Okay, before we get into the tutorial, I have few things to say. So this is the easiest method for me to draft a basic dress block pattern. I have tried other methods, but this so far has been the quickest and the easiest way to get my basic dress block pattern. So this basic dress block pattern can be used for varieties of styles such as A-line, kimono, and even a basic bodice block pattern. So this dress block pattern is adjustable. It can be traced onto a pattern paper, manipulated, and to produce a final design. So this is not like a final product. This is it's like a base to get to your final destination, to get your final design. So this pattern is fitted. There's no easement or allowance or sewing allowance added to it. When drafting your pattern, your basic dress block pattern, you should put that in consideration so you can leave your desired sewing allowance. These are the measurements required to take your basic dress block pattern. I'll put a link below on how to take your proper body measurements. Here are the materials required to draft your basic dress block pattern. So now we'll start with the structure. I like to create structures on my pattern paper before I draft any pattern. So you go ahead and create a structure using 1 inch up and 1 inch down to the length of your dress. So we'll mark out the vertical measurements. I'm starting with my neck, which is 4 inches. My armhole depth is 8.5 plus the slant, which is 1 inch. Everything is 9.5 inches. My waist is 16 inches, while my hip is 25 inches. So after getting this measurement, after marking this measurement out, you square out your measurement. I like to create a guideline, mark all the way to the end of the pattern paper so I don't make any mistakes. I get a straight line. So you square out all your measurements to the other side, all the way to the other side of your pattern paper. So we will mark out our horizontal measurement. So I'm starting with my back width, which is 15 divided into 2, that is 7.5. I'll mark that out. I'll mark the 7.5 out. Then we would go to construct our neck measurement. My neck measurement, I'm using the standard, which is 2.5. Most of the time I use 3 inches, but for the purpose of this tutorial we'll be using 2.5 inches. So you mark your 2.5 inches down on the neckline and connect both points. Now we'll have to create a guide for our cuff. So marking out 1 inch like so. I'm also, you roll out the 1 inch. Then I'm going to mark 1/2 inch on both sides, as you can see. So these are the guidelines to create your curves, your neck curves. Place your French curve on the guideline to create your neck curve. You can also use a freehand. It's not necessary to use a French curve. You can use your freehand to create your curve. The next step is to mark is to construct our armhole curve. We're going to mark out our back width down on the armhole depth, like so. You connect the 2 points. As you can see, you connect the 2 points, you get your quarter of your bust. My bust is 36, so I'm gonna get the quarter and mark out the quarter of my bust on my armhole depth. Yeah, okay. We also need to mark out our 1 inch, which was added to our armhole depth for our slant, our shoulder slant. So you connect the point from your neck down to your armhole. You get the center measurement of your armhole depth, which you mark out. You can either mark out your chest measurement or you go in ½ inch. I always go in ½ inch and it works fine for me. So another guideline for the armhole curve is marking upwards from your armhole depth up to 1 inch. Here, as you can see. So you place your French curve or you use your free hand. Like I'm trying to get the placement for my curve. Here, see, trying to struggle. So using free hand make your work faster. So it might look crooked. You just keep curving until you get a perfect curve. So now I've gotten the perfect curve. So I'm still going to use my free hand because I like the armhole to go down a bit, just for that ease. I like it to go down just a bit, as you can see. So I advise you to yours the same way, go down just a peak a bit. All right, so here we go. So cancel out the line so you don't make mistake when cutting out your pattern. So now we will mark out the quarter of our waist measurement. Mark that out. Mine was 29, quarter of my waist. Then you also do same for your hip, the quarter of your hip measurement. You mark that out on your hip line, as you can see. Then you connect each point, connect from your armhole down to your waist, from your waist down to your hip, like so. Then you go all the way down to your desired dress length. You can either create a pencil, but I advise you, because since this is a basic dress block, you don't need to create any design, just go all the way straight down. Now we're going to mark out our dart. We're going to create a dart for this dress. So I'm going to get the center of my waistline. So I'm going to place my tape, fold, and get the center of my waistline. Then we'll mark out 1 inch, ½ an inch on both sides, like so. Then we'll go up 4 inches up and 4 inches down. Then we connect all points, like so. Yeah, you connect all your points to create a dart. So the 1 inch added to for the dart, we'll place it back at the waist line. So we connect the points from the armhole to the waist and to the hip. Then you cancel those previous lines. Go ahead and label your points on your pattern. So we're going to use this front basic dress block to draft our back pattern. Now for the back pattern, you place the front dress block on the pattern paper and you trace. So I did not create a structure on my pattern before tracing out my front pattern. So we're going to trace out leaving the neck and the armhole for later, because we're going to just adjust that part. So you go ahead and trace all the way down to your desired dress length. As you can see, all the way down. So we're gonna also trace out the neck before we'll make the necessary tweak to the neck. So why for the armhole, we're gonna place our measuring tape where the armhole depth and the back width connects. So we'll mark out 1 inch and connect the line. So here we go. We're going to curve our back armhole. You can use your freehand or you can use your French curve. So I'm going to do both. I'm going to use my French curve, as you can see. Then I'm going to also use my freehand so they can meet properly. Yeah, see? So you can adjust curve until you get the line. So now I'm going to go down on my neck line 1 inch to create my back neck curve. So you connect the lines. I'm going to add also a guideline to create my neck curve. So I'm placing half an inch on both sides, then create my neck curve like that. So as you can see, this is the front and the back. You mark out the points so you can get your waist measurement. So this is me trying to get my waist measurement, getting the center of the waist, marking half an inch on both sides, going up 4 inches and down 4 inches. Then I connect all the points to create my dots. So here we go. This is it. You connect and create your back dot. So here we go. Our back piece, our back dress block pattern is ready. You cut out your back dress pattern here. So this is it. There's nothing technical to it, just simple, the easiest way to draft your basic dress block pattern. So you keep your pattern ready to produce other design. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.